Hello and welcome. Today we are at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, and we are going to take a walk around the World Expo section of the park. Now, in the Expo section, it is just number 19, and that is Men in Black Alien Attack, but they have a huge shop, so we're going to spend a good amount of time within the shop, look at all the different merchandise and everything like that. Now, you can see the theming of the Coca-Cola to the right-hand side, and then as you pan around to the left, you'll see the sort of discs, the spaceships on the top left-hand corner. Obviously, all mimics different bits and pieces from the film. So if you are a fan of Men in Black, then obviously please do let me know in the comments below. There has been quite a lot of problems apparently with this ride recently, or over a long period of time, with regards to it actually being able to be running. But every time I actually walked past this over the week that I was here, it seemed to be running trouble-free. And I actually managed, when I did get on it, just walk straight on. There's no queue, no nothing, no anything whatsoever. So that was really, really simple. The queue line is absolutely massive. So we're going to take a quick pan around now just so you get the idea of just how big this land is. It is a massive, massive building. The ride itself is very, very clever just because it is actually actual live targets rather than the little live lights. So it mimics the actual training video that Jay does within the actual film as well. So it is a pretty cool thing. But you can see you've got three different types of queue line. You've got the express, single rider, and then you've got family as well. But there was literally nobody in there when I went on. And that's all the health and safety with all the different bits and pieces, but the actual queue length, there was hardly any time at all. But I would imagine this would be an extremely popular ride when it is running properly, and I bet the queue is absolutely massive. But this is right at the top part of the park, so this is as far right as you can go from the main gate and the main entrance in. But you can just see the scale of the building and just how massive it is. You do get given free lockers for a certain amount of time, so obviously you can put all your bits and pieces within there, and then you can actually get on the ride so nothing comes flying out your pockets. But now we will spend a little bit of time looking around all the merchandise. So in the comments below, let me know what it is you would like to get yourself or a friend for birthday, Christmas, and just general gifts, because they have a huge amount to pick from here. It's a very, very well-stocked shop. Lots and lots of obviously Men in Black bits and pieces, but they did have a couple of other bits as well, and we'll pan around to that because I think that used to be one of the older rides that might have been in the park. So obviously do correct me if I'm wrong. You can see that there is a massive squid wrapping around the Christmas tree, so that is a pretty cool thing with its tentacles and everything wrapping it around. And then you've got lots and lots of teddies, lots and lots of just like pug t-shirts and hoodies and everything like that. And obviously that is a main character throughout the film, but you can see all the little suit pugs up at the top, and then you've got all the key rings and everything. So each within the shop, in each zone, so obviously it is an alien theme, so I quite like that one, which says I need some space. They did have some rather funky t-shirts, and they had some quite nice hoodies as well in a lot of the stores and a lot of the shops. They, depending on what theming and film you like from Universal, you were spoilt for choice with the merchandise and everything that you could get. And obviously the t-shirts and hoodies range from anything from $20 up to $60. I think some of them could have been quite expensive, and even more than that for other types, depending on what licensing it was on the actual hoodie itself. But if you have bought any clothing from any of these stores before, how long did it last for? Did it work out to be okay? And obviously please do let us know in the comments below. But this, it's got all sorts in there. So you can see we're now looking at the Hulk massive figure. So if you know exactly what that's from, or you know exactly what line that's from, then obviously please do let me know in the comments below. But I think that was over $1,000, that one. So it is a high-end line. It's some of the higher-end stuff that they had in. They do have a couple of Mezcos in here as well. I don't think they had any Hasbro within this store, but they did have some dotted around in some others. So you can see that you've got a lot of Dragon Ball Z within this section. They had a lot of action figures with regards to that, and it's odd because you walk in the shop and you think it's all clothing, but then you walk further through, and then I do believe this is all sort of like action-y figure-based stuff a little bit further behind. But you can see all the different types. So that's one of the Mezcos that they had in there, and then that was, I think that was $35. That head piece is $75, or it might have been $135 for the Mezco. That would make sense. But yeah, you can see it's well stocked. They had plenty of stock for everything. And then within here you got more t-shirts, and then I think there's more toys within this section as well, unless I'm getting mixed up with the shops, because one of the shops it was just ransacked full of all the action figures and things. No, there is in this one. So you've got all the Doctor Strange, you've got Iron Man, you've got Wolverine, you've got Spider-Man, you've got all the X-Men, just anything and everything that you can see, it's there. So you are spoilt for choice if you collect any of these. And obviously pause it, let me know in the comments below how this compares to your collection at home, and obviously the pricing as well. I don't think any of them were park exclusives though, so I would imagine that you would have just been able to get them on your local online retailers. I don't know if Universal, like Disney, do exclusive like chase sets, because I don't think Lego do anything like that. They do have exclusive to the Legoland parks, where you can only buy the Legoland Lego sets from the Legoland parks, but they don't do anything else with regards to like exclusive sets. It's only for those rides. Whereas here, I don't think they do any exclusive model or anything, or a two-pack or whatever it might be, to any of the Universal licenses. I think Disney might do, though. So I think Disney, compared to Universal, do have a couple of exclusives under different licenses, but not so much for the Universal. Correct me if I'm wrong, but let me know in the comments below if you do know of any exclusives that you can get from the Universal store that you can't buy anywhere else. But I do quite like the fact that they've got all the old cine films, and they've got a lot of autograph bits and pieces. Some of these were massive, massive prices as well. So you can basically pick and choose your favourite theme. That one, obviously, the classic Jurassic Park, and then take it home with you. It's as simple as that. But would you risk taking that back on the plane with you in your suitcase? I would imagine that would be more for the locals, or if you're driving about. I wouldn't want to risk spending that amount of money on the picture frame for it then to get absolutely smashed up. But you can see that as we're looping around, there is more merchandise than the Men in Black. So you can see that that's your pricing for different bits and pieces. Obviously, pause it if you need to. But there's a lot of Back to the Future bits and pieces up within this way. We've seen the Dragon Ball Z. There's a lot of Men in Black, and there are a couple of other licenses within this shop. So if you spotted what they are, then obviously please do let me know in the comments below. And again, whatever you've bought from here, let everybody else know. It's always nice to know what everybody enjoys, what everybody likes. But you've got huge scale models of this. You've got big old statues. That's $1,875. So if you are a collector of these massive statues, you are really spoilt for choice, because you've got the Popeye, you've got a really, really nice Optimus Prime, you've got some of the Jurassic Park figures as we carry on looping around. Then on the other side, you've got a lot of the Marvel bits and pieces as well. So if you are a collector of these larger scale statues, let us know in the comments below what ones you've got, where did you get them from, even if you picked them up from here. Now, as we come up and pan around, I think in the background you'll notice that there is different type licensing of some of the themes of the t-shirts, which I do believe might have been bits and pieces of a ride that used to be at this theme park. I don't know if that's right, but I think it used to be one of the older rides, because they do have a retro Universal Studios store, and they have all of those bits and pieces in. So I wasn't too sure if that was linked and that what used to be here first, or if I've just got that completely wrong. But that's it, guys. So I am gonna leave you to it, but if you can like and subscribe and all that good stuff, that'd be absolutely fantastic. That is the full tour of what is called the Expo, which is basically just Men in Black, and with a couple of the bits and pieces in. Obviously, you've got the toilets there just to the right hand side. You've got this really big sign for the Men in Black alien attack, and then we will start to walk now towards the next land, which is a massive Harry Potter section. But just to the right hand side, as I come up and pan round, I do believe this used to be a live studio where they actually used to film Fear Factor. I don't know what else has been filmed there, and I don't know if they are filming anything there ever again, but it's still a pretty cool thing to see. But guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-da.